Okay, that's not how that was supposed to start. Let's try it again. There we go. What's up, people? Lumus here from Failing at Gaming. Always forget to turn down the volume on my earphones for this. Earphones? Headphones? Whatever. So yeah, those of you who were around yesterday will know that this Friday we're doing a special stream. It's going to be me and Asmath, and we're going to be doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's be the usual time, 7 GMT, 8 British time. So yeah, a couple of weeks ago I did the original Sonic, so I thought I'd do Sonic 2 as setup for Sonic 3. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3 seems like a sensible order, am I right? So yeah, here goes. We'll see how we go through this one. And depending on where we are on time, I might also do the Master System version of Sonic 2, since that's also kind of becoming a tradition. Oops. This feels good. This is my personal favourite Sonic game of all time, and it's been way too long since I've played it. Do 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 do. So for those of you not familiar with the Sonic series, this is the game that introduced Sonic's sidekick Tails. You can see the little fox kid following me around. Hey Angel, how's it going? Oh yeah, and here we have the special stages for getting the emeralds. I'm probably not going to be able to do these because while Tails, the little fox kid helping me out, he's a great ally in the regular game, he's kind of a huge liability in the special stages. Seriously, it's way easier to get emeralds without his help. But hey, if I see any of the special stages, I'll hop into them, why not? Same rules as we did with Sonic 1, I won't go out of my way to get emeralds, but we'll try. The emeralds actually do something useful in this game. If you get all of them, you get a pretty big power-up, and there's a... I mean, the ending's not that different, but it's more so than it was in the previous game. So as you can see, flickering up and down there, Tails actually has 2 tails, hence his name. I think different games have given different explanations, but the one I've always gone with is that he was born in a special stage like this and it mutated him with special powers. So in complete defiance of the laws of physics, Tails can fly by spinning his tails like helicopter blades. So Tails is an orphan and Sonic is basically his adopted father, despite being like 2 years older than him. During the year or so after the end of the first game, Sonic travelled the lands doing performances for his adoring fans, and he adopted Tails on the way, taught him all of his moves. So let's see a little bit of backstory there. His portrayal varies a lot depending on the game, but in a lot of games he's my favourite character. That's cool, Angel. I'm cool with you putting this on the background while you work. I think that's a good thing to do with streams. See, the thing with Tails is you got this really cool maturation arc in the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 games, all about him growing up, and then in Sonic Heroes they kind of turned him back into a little kid, and he seems to have gotten younger and younger since then. But hey, we don't play the new Sonic stuff, right? Whee! not super smooth. Never mind. Yeah, so here you can see Tails' kind of thing. If he goes off the screen while he's chasing you around, then he uses his tails to fly back on. Simple mechanic, get him caught up with you. Tails can also be played by a second player here. It's runs the same way as the AI in that he'll drift off screen constantly. He's yeah, he'll get lost off screen, he has infinite health, can't pick up items, flies in when he disappears. You can cheese a lot of bosses really well with him, but playing as Tails is more a fun bonus feature than a genuine two-player mode. But I wish more games did something like that, so that there's a way you can just play with your friends and mess around, even if it messes up the game. Two-player can make a game really fun, even if it breaks the game. Yeah, get out of here, Robotnik. So whereas the first game I believe was set on Easter Island, this game is set on Christmas Island, not so far away. Robotnik has returned and decided to take over a neighbouring island on the assumption that Sonic won't be able to get there. It's a reasonable assumption, Sonic can't swim. Sadly, this is a world with boats. I remember there being rings up there. What is it? Where's this thing supposed to get me? I'm gonna pretend I did that on purpose. I know, right? Co-op's just a fun thing to include. If you're making a game, just put something dumb in there so that two people can play it if they want to. Let people share the fun. It doesn't have to be good or, you know, working. It just has to be there. I mean, playing this two-player is really dumb, but it's still fun to do. So here we are, the chemical plant zone, the level that every child hates. As demonstrated by Diz when we did this on our channel a while back. Yeah, in childhood this was an iconic two-player game. There's certain parts of this level that are way harder than levels way further into the game, so it's an interesting choice that they put it so early into the game. It's kind of a funky level though, got some jazzy music. Not sure that I'm using the word jazzy correctly there. I know nothing about music. To me, music comes in two flavors. There's either jazzy music or chill music. That is my fullest understanding. I have these conversations about Lady Meow, with Lady Meow about music, because she's in a band. I think she usually walks away with a headache when I start talking about how there's really only two kinds of music, you know? There's pop music and there's rock music. And like, people go on about metal, but metal comes from rock, right? It's just a kind of rock music. There's oars and things. Oh, and I was trying to explain to her the other day that there's really only two kinds of string instruments. If you play it with your hands, it's a guitar. If you play it with a bow, then it's a violin. Everything's just a variation on those two, right? Aha! Secret checkpoint. I do think these are one of the coolest special stages. A lot of people don't like the half-pipe thing. I do. But I will grant that they get pretty hard as they go on. fan bases to that philosophy? Is that about the two-player games, or do you agree with my analysis of music? So we're probably going to be showing off here why Tails is a huge liability in these stages. He'll often pick up rings that you otherwise would have gotten, and he's not very good at dodging the bombs, so he'll end up losing those rings. As demonstrated. He basically copies your movement on a lag. So yeah. Him having rings is not really safe. With him not around, it's just you grabbing rings, and you tend to hold on to them a lot better. Musical analysis, that's fair. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. This guy gets it. Only pain about the special stages is you lose all your rings after you've been through them. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Like, I play this game way too much that there's even the slightest chance of me not completing it. Spoing. I've always liked the little pipes here. And the fact that Tails usually manages to get through them. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Do I dare try this again? I thought that was going to be a game over though. Okay, made it through that time. So yeah, in case what I'm doing here isn't obvious, you get set a target of how many rings to pick up. You gotta pick up that many rings in the segment. Bombs make you lose rings. Rings carry over between segments, so ideally you want to get extra rings if you can. So obviously each segment's harder than the last. Damn it, Tails. No. Okay. That was me. That was my bad. Although I don't think I could have won at that point anyway. Spider. Fun feature in this game is that you actually get a little bit of options with your character as well. You can play as, instead of being the two of you, you can play as just Sonic or you can play as just Tails. So, you know, you get to actually play as Tails if you want, that's cool. If you are playing him, he just plays exactly the same as Sonic. Later games give him slightly different abilities and things, but none of that was included at this point. So this is the thing that all the kids hate. bit with the water coming up and the jumping puzzle that makes you fall down. Kind of a nightmare. And then it's followed by this bit where you drop down there, you have to do the whole thing over again, except now it's full of water. Well, I say water. It's full of Mega Muck, which is Dr. Robotnik's patented purple glowing fluid. Of course, Sonic iconically can't swim, so gotta be careful in that stuff. Oop. Over we go. Probably my least favorite boss in the game. He's not that hard, but the pits to the side are instant death if you fall down them, so it's just kind of annoying. It's easy to get killed carelessly, or by bad luck, or by player 2 jumping at Robotnik at the same time that you do, so he bounces off him first, then you go through him and fall into the Mega Muck, and yeah. Game over. Anyway, we've finished the water level for this game, so I'm sure there'll be no more aquatic adventures that we'll have to worry about, and hope somebody got fired for this one. Yeah, this level's pretty cool. Basically, instead of giving you a water level in this game, they gave you like 2 soft water levels. Like Chemical Plant, there's only a little bit of actual water. Oops. And in this one there's loads of water, but it's all completely optional. I mean, I say optional. You don't really choose so much whether you go into it as you do rather you mess up your jumps and fall into it, but it's 100% possible to get through this level without touching water. That's the key point there. I don't think these two needed to be back to back, but I don't mind the 2 half water levels style. Whee! Dang, 9 rings short of a life. I'm gonna need tons of lives. I've only got 8 already. Okay, let's see if we can take the dry land route. So I'm fairly sure none of you saw this in Diz's stream. Spoing, spoing, spoing. Oops. Messed up that jump a little. Never mind. I'm no longer on the highest route. Oops, I touched water. Mission failure. Game over. Bees. Ah, one shot. Never mind. Oh. This is a cool boss, I think. It's pretty original. I'm gonna see if I can beat him super easily without showing off any of his gimmicks, but basically the arrows that he's flying across, if you fall down you need to use those to climb back up. We'll completely skip that mechanic, because why not? Oh, 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 oh. Well, the penguins are getting away. Casino Night Zone. Between the factories and the casinos, this island's a lot more industrialized than the last one. Okay, I kind of just went straight through that there, but whatever. Whee! How many points is enough points? Gah! Okay. I wanted to get into the ring gambling machine, but never mind. We'll get the next one. I mean, nothing good will come of me getting into the ring gambling machine, but, you know, what does that have to do with ring gambling? Step 1 to getting rich at a casino. Own the casino. Really the only strategy that works. Bye, Tails! Ah! Oops. This is not the fastest way to clear these. Never mind. Try for a little thing. They're normally worth 10 points, but if you clear a set you get 500. I love the fact that high stakes solitaire is a thing that exists. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There's a thing I often say whilst gambling. Shoot. We haven't managed to stumble our way into a single ring machine yet. This is like the time that I visited Vegas and didn't play a single slot machine. Oh, dang it. I think there's one just there. Here we go. There we go. I've demonstrated how those work. Let's never play with them again. They don't really do much other than either give you rings or take them away. But yeah, I like to imagine I got some sort of life achievement for doing that. Going to Vegas and not playing a single game of chance. Like, achievement unlocked. No chance. The rest of my family are kind of into the Vegas thing, but for me it was just going through there on the way to somewhere more interesting. Just a load of noise to me. Spoing. Yeah, I didn't like it much. I mean, casinos are really not my thing for a start. Like, slot machines are just high-speed bingo. They're just a way to steadily lose money. And I'm not really into, like, poker or anything like that. If I was, I'd rather do it at home with my friends. Alright, up we go. Up we go. Okay, now gotta run up and... Nope. Okay, run up. Aha! Secret bonus area. Check it out. Maximum points. So yeah, Vegas was just kind of loud, bright. Also, lots of people in the streets holding up signs and chanting about how we're all going to hell. All in all, mostly kind of just uncomfortable for me. I did like this one indoor place though. It was in like the French region of Vegas, I think. It was mostly just like a food court slash shopping area, but it had like this fake sky and some weird streets and things. Like indoor streets with old-fashioned looking houses down the side. If more Vegas had been like that, I would have enjoyed it. Oh, I should probably show off these guys. See, attacks from the front or the back, the front or the top, they block with their shield, so you have to hit them from behind. They were the hardest opponent imaginable when you were a young child. Secret elevator hidden behind the first. Let's see where you take me. Straight down to the boss, I guess. Little oasis of pleasure in a uniquely American hell. That's a fair description. Also, I got some really good pizza there. This boss. One of the few meals I enjoyed in America. Like, America's supposed to be all about the food, right? But the food that I found to be terrible. I don't get it. All the meals were massive and incredibly bland, and like, it was supposed to be the nation of food, right? But I thought the meals would be more enjoyable. Plus, nowhere had vegetarian options, so I basically just starved. I mean, that wasn't just in Vegas, I was in San Francisco, and that's supposed to be like one of the most worldly places in the States, right? But no, they had nothing. Get out of this lava, please. I got pretty tired of going into places asking about vegetarian food and being told that they don't serve vegetarians there. Let me give this one go. No. You have to hit that jump just right to get up there. San Francisco wasn't as, Japan has good food, including goo veggie foo. That's fair. I do like Japanese food. There's a nice Japanese place not too far from where I live. Well, to be fair, it's kind of mixed Asian food. The owner's Chinese, but he studied chefery in Japan, so yeah. Okay, that didn't quite go to plan. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get like the healthiest meals of all time there or anything. It's not the reputation, but for a holiday I thought I could fill up on delicious snack food, and it didn't really work out that way. No. Yeah, you know the place? I started going there a while back. Back when I was doing my Japanese classes, we went there each year for our Christmas meal. And the owner would usually come and try to talk Japanese with us. Yeah, the owner's a nice guy as well. No. Never mind. Nobody wants to see the up route anyway. I think for that one I need to actually jump earlier at the ramp. Yeah, but in San Francisco I thought there'd be more world foods. I was expecting there'd be like Japanese restaurants and stuff, because I don't know, that's the idea I had about San Francisco. It's supposed to be the worldly place, right? Lots of people from across the Pacific. I think the biggest disappointment about San Francisco, though, is the Golden Gate Bridge that everybody talks about. For one thing, not actually golden, it's red. It was meant to be golden when they first built it, but they ran out of budget after applying a coat of primer. That's not me joking, that's a true story. They actually ran out of money before painting the bridge. And its current red colour is a coat of primer. Also, it's not even that good a bridge. Like, when it was built, it was the biggest bridge in the world, but now it's not even the biggest bridge in San Francisco, so not feeling a lot of hype for that one. What the? Tails! Did you take my ride? Where's the thing I'm supposed to go down? What am I gonna do now? Thanks a lot. Feels like karma somehow. Ba, 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 ba. Prague has good bridges? I have never been there. Most of my holidays are with family, and they don't like to go places that are different from home. Personally, I would rather go to more places with a different culture, but they feel differently. Yeah, I don't know if traveling's really my thing, to be fair. I mean, I hate flying for a start. I think different people are into different things. Ding. Hey, Shadow Dragoon. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, me and one of my friends are doing a special stream this Friday. I really should have gotten some rings before I ran past though. Oh well. We're doing a co-op Sonic 3, Sonic & Knuckles run through on Friday, so I thought I'd play through a couple of Sonic games today. Tails, no! Okay. Alright, bye. Thanks for stopping by. That was a flyby visit, but I suppose it puts up my average viewers a little. Oops. This is kind of a fun boss, I think. This is a kind of a classic Sonic boss to me because they use a very similar format in like every game. There's usually one like this that pops out of water or fire, drops some bombs on the platforms and vanishes. It's also another place where Tails can really mess with you, since as I just did to Tails there, Robotnik becomes intangible when he's hit. So Tails hits him first, you go straight through him, and then you're right in the lava. Boing. There we go. Simple enough. That actually looked problematic. He had a hole in the top of his submarine when he went back down into that lava. Hope he gets out of that one okay. Boing. You having fun there, Tails? Oh yeah, the Friday stream will be 7 GMT, which will be 8 British time. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I keep hearing people say that they can't make it, which is worrying me, because it's gonna be the first time Asmus's been on stream. I don't want him getting disheartened. I always hate these bugs and their invincibility shields. I usually forget about them until it's too late. So this is one of the other nightmare levels from when you were a kid. Look at this, they're coming out of the floor! The walls! There's a lot of places you can get crushed to death in this level, which is spooky. That's the main pain. It's not actually that hard a level when you get into it. Oh yeah, random fact, notice the quotation marks around Tails? It turns out it is not actually his real name. His real name is Miles Prower. Which is fair enough, I guess. Feels a little weird that they need to qualify that. Qualify him having a sensible name in a universe where people are called things like Sonic, Knuckles, and so on, but hey. I imagine the animal people having a weird system where like half of them are registered with the human government and half of them aren't. Like, Sonic was born here, but he's probably not actually a citizen, whereas Tails probably is. Hence him having a human name. This is me being a huge nerd for world building, but oh shoot. I would love for the Sonic games to go into some detailed lore about how the society functions between the humans and the animal people. Well, didn't get through that one. Hey, we picked up an extra follower there. Did Shadow Dragoon subscribe in the 3 seconds that he watched for? That was sure nice of him. I would love to run a Sonic the Hedgehog RPG. Thing I've wrote on though is, like, how exactly would I run it? Because the problem with a lot of video game based RPG systems is that, like, there's kind of some established heroes around here. If you guys are dealing with problems, why doesn't Sonic show up and deal with them when he's level 20? I mean, he's not Elminster, who likes to spend his time sitting uselessly in a tower. If Sonic hears about a problem, he's there. Dang it, one ring short. Doesn't really matter, because like I say, we're probably not doing those, but like, I don't know that the game would want I'd want the game to be about pre-existing characters. Sonic's adventures are usually set in the Americas, so we could probably play like animal people over in Britain or something, with their superpowers against Dr. Machine Nikolai or something. That could be fun. You know, I've seen like dedicated Sonic game systems, which are, some of them look cool actually. The idea behind a lot of them is that Sonic is fast, the game should be fast. Minimize the rolls, maximum impact from your dice kind of thing. But I'm also wondering now, like, could you play Sonic using a system like Masks that's set up for superheroes? I mean, most of the Sonic characters are kids, and you've got a bit of an outcast kind of style to it if these are animal people living in the human world. I wonder if you could do something like that. Maybe it'd be worth experimenting with. Another time period? Victorian era Sonic characters? Dystopian setting. The dreaded Iron Lady. Yeah, we could probably work with that. Britain can have its own evil robot problems. Like, I'd say post-apocalyptic future after Sonic, but that's kind of been done enough times. Half the Sonic cartoons and games as well, I guess, are set in some dystopian future where where Robotnik's taken over the world or what have you. Yeah, I think we could do something with that. I will look into that for future games. I suppose it wouldn't even necessarily have to be robots, we could do something different with it. Yeah, we'll add it to the list of games that we'll play someday. Kind of a lot of those on that list. Hey, another emerald. This is another one of those things I'm probably going to consign to the distant future, where we've all been able to quit our jobs and make a living off this channel. At that point, we'll probably be able to find more reliable days to do D&D on, without us having to take weeks off at a time. Might even be able to squeeze in 2 games a week. Thought I could get under that. Whee. These guys are the worst. There's time now. There's all the time in the world. Swing. Okay, not quite what I wanted to do there, but hey. That's absolutely how you jump off of one of those things. What even happened there? Look at this. What am I looking at here? Sonic, what are you doing? So I think we went a different route and completely dodged the death pit. Would have been fun to point that out. There's kind of a weirdly designed pit on this level. Like, it's just a pit trap, except instead of having end of the screen instant death at the bottom, it's got end of the screen and then spikes at the bottom, and you can't get out of it, so if you fall down there you're dead anyway. You just have to bounce around until you lose all your rings. And if you're invincible when you're down there, then you gotta wait 5 minutes until your invincibility wears off so you can die. You have to wonder why they did it that way. Seems like it would have been 1,000 times easier to just have a bottomless pit trap. If you needed a pit trap at all, just put the spikes higher up, let people lose their rings and get out. Don't think I'm doing very well on this bit. 45 rings to go, yeah, that's not happening. Some of these later special stages are basically just memorization. You have to know where the rings are going to be. I have not nearly practiced enough to pull that off. Wait, I had a shield when I went in there. Where did my shield go? Give me that back. I knew this thing took your rings off you. I didn't remember it taking the shield off. Oh, well, this is going to be a pain. Just check it. We got a boss fight. It's an unfortunately placed checkpoint in that once you've hit it, you can't get out to get any rings or shields or anything for the upcoming boss. Checkpoint's almost a trap, though. And this isn't a hard boss in himself, but the things falling down from the ceiling, it's easy to miss one of the spiky bits and just get clipped. But oh well. Didn't turn out to be an issue. Chickens and mice. So is your game design what you're working on tonight? Or are you doing some other writing? Whoops. Okay, I almost died there. That was careless of me. Spoing. Those things are death traps if you mess them up. Quite easy to get crushed by one. It's quite a dumb way to cheese this level in speedruns. If I fall into any of the aisle, I'll try and show you it. I'm not going to jump in the aisle deliberately though, because it's a huge pain. Boom! I do like the noise they make. Boom! Playtest ready draft, huh? Oh yeah, you're something for you to run after you've tried out Norellan's game. That's fair. I'm gonna have so much to playtest for you guys when I'm done with my current campaign. Or more likely when I'm taking a break from my current campaign, because the current campaign is the sort of thing that can run for years, right? It's my slow burn kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to see something that you've custom made, because anytime we run a game, you're always talking about how you could make some improvements if you had time. And now that the others of us are taking time to GM, it's cool to see that you're doing something custom that might really suit you. Can I get down there safely? YOLO! You only live once. The most ironic thing to shout whilst picking up an extra life. Yeah, I think my campaign is just something we can drift in and out of when nobody else has something they urgently want to run, I guess. Something a little casual to drift in and out with, I guess. I said drift in and out way too many times in that paragraph. I think it's good that we have different styles. You kind of run fast-paced stuff that gets you into it, and mine's more open-world exploration. I do envy that your style lets you get into a whole lot more settings, though. World building's by far the most fun part for me. Boing. Oh hey, we've got a multi-path thing here. I believe our choices are the first spring, the second spring, or straight on. Somebody shout out. Path 1, Path 2, or Path 3? Boom. Three. Just to be contrary, you want to avoid all of the cool bouncy machine things. Is this thing ever gonna pop? No! I didn't... Oh, okay. What the heck? I don't know what happened there. Oh man, I've never done this before, but I've heard about this glitch. Look at that. Jumping into the things changes the gravity, so because I got myself knocked out of it, I can now jump super high. This will last until the end of the level. This is going to be fun times. I'm glad this happened for the first time live on stream, so we can all see what a mess I'm about to make. I think that affects the springs too. I don't think that was supposed to go that high. Oh, oh. Has the jump returned to the normal? Okay. It looks like hitting the spring reset it. That was interesting. See, all these years and the game still surprises me. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, okay. Well, here we are in the oil. This is probably going to get me killed, but I'm going to try and show off a secret here. Nope, it got me killed. I think that's my first death of the game, and I got it because I was showing off. Oh well. So the speedrunner trick there is that, obviously, you sink into the oil. Okay, I don't want to fall down. No, stop it. So the oil itself doesn't kill you. Touching the bottom of the screen is what kills you. So it's possible to get under the oil and still be alive as long as you jump up just enough, because you can bounce off the oil. So most of these structures don't actually go down to the bottom of the screen, they just touch the top of the oil and then they end there. So if you can get the timing just right, you can go under the level by bouncing along just under the structures, staying under the oil the whole time. Yeah, again, pro speedrunner strats. It's kind of risky to pull off if you don't know what you're doing, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I tried to speedrun Sonic 2 for a bit, but then I started looking at some actual speedruns, and I was like, yeah, I'm never getting close to that. I don't have the coordination to pull off good speedruns. I'll stick to my silly challenge runs that I like to do. Less memorization as well, that's the thing. I like watching speedruns, but I don't think they're for me. If I was to enjoy speedrunning anything, it'd probably be more likely to be like a Final Fantasy game or something strategy based. I did a speedrun in inverted commas of Final Fantasy VII. I did it in 19 hours. I remember back in the day when the challenge to prove yourself a true Final Fantasy VII fan was to finish the game in 24 hours. So that's what my aim was. It's not an amazing speedrun because I'm well aware that the world record is something like 7.5 hours. Which makes the 24-hour thing a joke. But if you've not got a list of notes in front of you and memorize exactly what you need and all the glitches and tricks, then I think 19 hours is a decent time. Because I went into it completely blind. I mean, obviously I'd played the game before, but I'd never speedrun it before. Didn't have a plan for it. I don't know. Something off my list to do. Maybe I'll do some speedruns on on streams sometime. Those seem to be popular. I don't think my times will be good, but I can compete with myself, right? Alright, off we go. Yeah, remember what I was saying about the classic Robotnik bosses that rise up out of the water, shoot a couple of things at you, maybe set your platform on fire? Well, here we go again. This is also a boss you can cheese by standing in this corner and just jumping up and down until he goes away. Since you can't damage him in this form anyway. Hey Tails, how's it going? Like, I think if I was doing speedruns, my goal would be to take like a good speedrun time, the stuff that's on speed demos, and increase it by 50%. If they can do it in 20 minutes, then maybe I could do it in 30 and I'd be happy with that. That's probably what I'd be aiming for if I did speedruns on the channel. I mean, you guys are really here for my insightful commentary, right? So shouldn't be that too much of a worry if... That too much of a worry, yes. I can words. If I don't get the most amazing time in the world. This level. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fun level. It really gives the feel of assaulting this Robotnik factory city. But there are a lot of annoying enemies on this one. Oops, dead end. Okay, I know you guys are really supportive about talking about how much you like my commentary and stuff, but I'm never going to be able to say with a straight face that you guys are here to listen to me. Even if it's true, I'm just... No, I can't say that. But yeah, I'll try and keep up the gaming trivia. Does make me happy to hear that you guys are enjoying it. Look at this. I turn the giant screws while Tails just kind of stands there and does a dance. Thus setting up our relationship for years to come. See, these guys. That one wasn't so bad, but they tend to be in awkward places where you can't really get at them without going through their arms, I guess, that they throw. They do have a really cool design though. I like the Mantis fellows. Whoops. Didn't quite place that one right. Do, 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 do. "15 lives. Do you guys think I've got enough to get through to the end? Maybe I need to play it safe from here on." I actually came up with a pretty fun challenge run of this that I did one time. I might do that on the stream at some point. Basically it's a no rings run, except not picking up rings is kind of a pain. So the actual rule was that if I lost my rings then I had to kill myself. In real life, obviously. So it's like a 1 hit point run, basically. So the rings let you cheese a lot of the threats in this game. You can get hit, catch a ring, and then go straight back in and hit the enemy while they're still off guard. Like, particularly for the bosses, going in with 1 hit point completely changes how you handle them. Some of the bosses had whole second phases that I didn't even know about, because normally I just smash them to pieces before I got to that point. But when you got no rings, you gotta play the game the way that they intended you to play it. Okay, this is what I mean about annoying enemies. This guy. Let's get over there. Okay. Not easy to pull that one off first try. You win this round, Giant Cog, but I'll be back. Metal Gear? The giant crushers are instant stress as well. Any one hit kill. I always forget that there's a spike trap there. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, any one hit kill thing is instant stress in this game. Or in most games, to be fair. Steam-powered springs. Whoops. Glad I was immortal when I fell into that lava. See, there's just a rude placement of a giant punching crab. A one-sided crab warrior. Also, these guys are hard to hit even once you get over their thing. They have spikes in awkward places. Whoops, no. Almost crushed myself. Yeah, but you see how I'm handling these guys. You hit them and then, you know, they hit you, but then you murder them while you've got your hit invincibility. And then you just pick up your rings and keep going. Can't do that in a one hit point, man. Yeah, I'll probably do that sometime, because it was a lot of fun when I was doing it on my own. Make for a good stream. Everything explodes on this level. Okay. I just found this bit so awkward as a kid. It's actually pretty simple. You just spin dash up and then jump off the wall. And kid me never really understood wall jumps. Wait a minute, there wasn't a boss at the end of Act 2. Just what is going on here? Tails, no! Okay. Thanks a lot, Tails. You kinda messed that puzzle up for me. Now how do I get out of here? Not that way, for sure. Wait, did the thing reset? Can I get back up there? Nope, can't reach. Ah, forget it. Let's just go. Swoosh. What are those spinny teleporting machines for? Does Robotnik use those? Took himself into a little ball and get shot through a tube. Can you see Robotnik doing that? I can probably see Robotnik doing that. Ah! Up and over. Okay. Saw that going differently. Spin dash, please. Okay. If you're all gonna explode anyway, I'll take the rings. So much for my stealth mission. Is there another path up there? Let's find out. Careful, careful. Now we're going left, that's not a good sign. I'm probably going the wrong way. Oh, maybe not. What the? I didn't even see what hit. Oh, the spikes on the floor. This level has a really weird layout because it's very up and down and stuff everywhere. Actually, this level cheats a lot in the map design because the bottom of the stage is connected right to the top, so sometimes you'll climb up way higher than the game actually allows you to do, and it's because you've actually quietly been teleported to the bottom of the game. Like, the Metropolis levels are huge, and like the game designers use every bit of memory they could for this stuff. And a few little cheats besides to make it bigger. A lot of work went into this one. Is there something up there? No? Looked like there was another path up there, but I don't know how to... I don't know. Swoosh. If we go the right path, you'll actually see a bit later on that just loops around. It's like a bottomless pit, like a literally bottomless pit where you just fall forever until you get out of it. No. Okay. Round 2, Crabman. Ha! He's defenseless on this side. Is there ever a top to this thing? Okay. Do need to change. Do 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 do. Dare I? Why not? $55 rings. Actually, I think the rings next to this thing respawn after I've done it, so I'm not actually daring too much. I was dwelling on the fact that the boss fight is coming up and you lose your rings when you've done in here. But I don't think it actually matters. Hey Lady Meow, how's it going? You've not missed anything crazy. Playing through Sonic 2. Build up for the big Sonic 3 stream on Friday. I'm quite near the end of this game right now. Don't think I'm going to be getting all the Chaos Emeralds at this point. It's fine, wasn't really setting out to. Oh yeah, I was explaining to the audience about music theory. how, you know, we've had this talk before about how there's basically two kinds of music. There's pop and rock, and everything else is just variations on those two. And then pop and rock both come in two varieties. You've got jazzy and you've got chill. And that's basically it for music. You've got your two genres and you've got your two flavors. It's basically how music works. This guy's secret hidden form. Most people kill him too fast to see that. Also string instruments, right? They're all either guitars or violins. Tails, you can fly? The air is so crowded today. Aircraft controllers must be on strike. Yeah, first appearance of the Sonic plane. This thing becomes a classic. Built by Tails himself, it's his mechanical skills become a big thing in later games. Can't remember how we got onto music. Was there an actual music behind our conversation, or was it just me trying to give anybody who likes music seizures? Ah. Yeah, it probably was just the latter. Oh yeah, chemical plant zone. Fair enough. So it was still mostly the latter, but there was an excuse for it. I'm sure that giant ship in the background was just decoration, and we'll never encounter it again. I guess the Master System version of Sonic 1 is kind of foreshadowing with its airship level, now that I think about it. Guess what? Airship level! Bye, Tails. I hope you don't die. Well, it's just Sonic on his own now. This is where the game gets serious. Made it this far with a teammate, but now he's got to handle something himself. Can he do it? I'd love to take a shortcut here, but there's no way I'd survive being sucked through these propellers. Ah! Oh, that seemed implausible. Yeah, I guess the plane getting shot down, Tails vanishing is kind of good build-up. Oh. Come on. Work with me here. Why is that not... There we go. Do it that way. Let me see if I can show off a glitch here. Yeah, I think if you pick up a speed up while the life music is playing, it permanently increases the speed of the level. probably messed it up by instantly diving into the special zone, so it'll reset when I go back. I kinda wasn't thinking there. Just trying to make it more fantastic. Whoops. Don't think I'll be getting this one. I don't think those TVs will have respawned. I'm gonna go have a look, just in case I can get the music glitch to go off and ruin what is probably my favorite music in the game. Hey, the life did come back. I'll take an extra life any day of the week. Whee. Now we're zipping. Oh no, it did slow down. I can't remember how the music glitch works then. There is some kind of music glitch. Yeah, I like this tune. It's a very tense kind of chill, as my music analysis system works. Ah! 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 I've fallen off the plane! I've fallen off the plane! That's one of the bits that always used to get me as a kid. And this level has a lot of places where you can just fall off the ship to your death. Heck, it took me ages as a kid to realize that you're supposed to hop off of the Sonic plane onto here and not just ride it down into the abyss. I don't know why I keep trying to get these. It is way too late in the game to get all the Chaos Emeralds, but I feel like I have to. Okay, I've already messed this one up. You know, there's 7 Chaos Emeralds in this game, and there are 8 checkpoints in the first stage, in the 2 acts of the Emerald Hill Zone, so it's actually possible to get all the emeralds right at the start of the game. Ride to my doom with a friend. Yeah, the thing is, my friend can fly, so he's not in any danger once his plane gets shot down. Accompanying him is not ideal for me. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this one right. Whee! There we go. You hit those catapults just wrong and you go straight into the abyss. I believe the trick is to let go of the directions once you touch it. Yeah, my friend can fly, and my friend is also immortal. Last one. Can't he share? What, he can fly and I can be immortal? That would make the game a lot easier. Your choice of characters in this game. In the Sonic series, you can be Knuckles with his incredible strength, Tails with the power of flight, or Sonic who literally can't die. I have exactly enough rings there. Thanks, Tails. Tails, why are you even here? You were in a plane crash. You're presumably dead at this point in the story. I'm on my own out here. Obviously what's happening is that Sonic has snapped and is hallucinating that his best friend is still with him. Sonic! Sonic! You can do it, Sonic! Tails? There's more of gravy than the grave about you! Pop! I did not want to pick up those rings, that was a waste. But anyway, here's the game getting serious. I don't know this is technically... Actually, it probably is the... Okay, all those rings are gone. Probably is the hardest boss fight in this game, but it's also the just... stuff everywhere. I think this is the most epic fight in the game. Open the blast shield. Already out of rings, sure. Oops. Okay. First actual death in this game, I think. Not counting the one where I was trying to show off a trick. Oh, I picked up all the rings again. Why am I an idiot? I remember in that one hit point run I was telling you guys about, I actually did this on the first try and I was just like, thank God, because I had been dreading it. Imagine trying to do all this without getting hit once. Real easy to get... Nah, laser. Real easy to get glanced by these things. Whoop. Nope, nope. Come on. Dang it, I'm not getting that. I think I need just one more. What the? Where are you going? Get back here, old man. Now I'm flying the plane. Gasp! Some sort of space shuttle. He's escaping. Well, guess that's the end of our... Oh, hey, Tails. See, you stuck a rocket pack on your plane. Pretty sweet. It's also nice that you're not dead. Can we catch up to him? Okay, I'm just gonna jump over then. Oh god! I don't know if this was the best idea. Tails! Tails, come back! I've rethought things. Tails? Tails, the air's getting awfully thin up here. Tails, I think my blood might be boiling. Ah. Death Egg Zone. You've seen this before? Hold on, I'm gonna chill for a minute because listen to this jazzy chill music with both pop and rock. This level has a really cool soundtrack. It really gives you the feel of this alien-style space station. Well, I hope you enjoyed it because that 2-second long corridor is the entirety of the time that music plays for. And here we have an iconic foe. This is Silver Sonic, the ancestor of Metal Sonic, who's one of the most classic Sonic villains of all time. Seems very familiar? I practiced that guy enough that he's super easy, but he's actually a tough opponent if you've not learned his moves. He's very structured though, so it's easy to memorize him. Robotnik's quite the runner. Were you there for the Rocket Knight Adventures stream? That had a very similar ending. Giant robot! Okay, what I'm doing is technically risky because I want to hit him without touching those spike hands. But if I don't take the risky attacks on him, then he takes forever to kill. No, see, I don't know why you're getting them confused. You see, in Rocket Knight Adventures, you were stopping an evil robot from taking over the world using the Pig Star. In this game, we're stopping an evil roboticist from taking over the world using the Death Egg. Very, very different. Absolutely no connection between the Death Egg, the Pig Star, or anything with similar sounding names. Ah, I clipped one of his spikes. See, if you mistime that one, then it's basically game over. Plus, you don't have any rings on this level. But if you only hit that guy in the safe spots, he takes like 8 minutes to defeat. Yeah, I mean, next you'll be saying that playing as a warrior opossum is similar to playing as a hero hedgehog. I mean, let's not stereotype here. Run, fat man, run. Oh no. Oh, come on, really? Didn't even get the first one. You win the game. What was the game? Waiting to see how long it took for me to accuse somebody of being racist. Oh, really? Oh wait, you say you win the game. Oh, you're giving me advice. I thought you were saying that you'd won the game. There was some secret challenge you'd pulled off. Playing Lumus bingo. Showing up to my stream and giving me so-called advice like try winning and stuff. I mean, come on. Where do you get these ideas? I've lost the timing on that. I can't do it all of a sudden. It's just gone. Games you've beaten every game I've ever played apart from Rocket Mouse and the gay Sonics. Okay. I mean, Rocket Mouse is an opossum, so I feel I need to bring that up first. Also, that game is amazing and you should absolutely play it. Okay, I may have mistimed that. Yeah, it was not tangible there. Well, I don't think I was beating it as 12-year-old me either, to be fair. Jumping is a key strategy. Try to learn all the direction buttons and how they make you move. Stop being a speedrunner. He takes forever to kill if you don't speedrun him. Look, I'm not going to go for the first hit because that's dangerous, but you can get him fairly safely when he's doing this walking. It's not as safe as when he's doing other stuff, but if you only do the safe hits, he does take forever. See that one safe hit, then you have to do the whole thing over again? That takes forever. You gotta try and hit him while he's walking. Hitting him while he's walking means you're getting like 6 hits per repetition instead. Oh, I thought he had one less step there. Instead of getting 2 hits per repetition. If I was actually trying to speedrun it, I'd be playing this even more aggressively. There we go. Oh no, space is exploding! Guys, I think space just exploded. Yeah, I did that well on like my 8th try. Little bit out of practice. Yeah, I just psyched it in. Tails, I think space just exploded. Go check it out. Meanwhile, in space. Ah! Hey, Tails. It's not a level theme, but this is my secret favorite song in this game. Ha! So yeah, that's Sonic 2. Yeah, Sonic hits the plane, just tears straight through it. I got like 4 emeralds, I didn't get Super Sonic. I wanted to do Sonic and Tails since it's the classic mode, and it's actually way harder to get the emeralds when you've got Tails with you. I can only do it reliably when I'm Sonic or Tails on their own. But yeah, we did Sonic 1, we did Sonic 2. This Friday is going to be the special stream. Me and Asmoth doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. 7 GMT, 8 British time. Oh yeah, with the control player too, so easy. What next? You got a choice, I guess. There is a Master System version of Sonic 2. When we did Sonic 1, we did Sonic 1 Master System afterwards. We could do that again. Or we could move on to Beyond Oasis, which is our usual endgame Wednesday thing. Whatever people shout out, I'll do. Who will be Sonic? We'll probably be swapping like every level or every death, that kind of thing. Just trade it off, otherwise being Tails isn't that much fun. You spend a lot of time off screen as Tails. Master System Sonic, compare and contrast again? I'm cool with that. We might still have... It's a lot shorter, so we might still have time to do a bit of Beyond Oasis at the end, we'll see. So yeah, that was my personal favourite Sonic. I will toggle the back in 5 on while I go get myself another water, and then we'll pick up with Master System Sonic. See you in a moment.